What is happening, YouTube? It's Rules for Rebels here, and in today's video, I'm basically going to be handing you a business in a box. I'm basically going to be handing you a recipe to make some money. So basically, the idea that we have here is private labeling your own card game. Now, as a spin-off, you could do a different type of card game. You could make your own board game. There's a lot of different directions you can go with this. But this idea that I'm giving you, there's almost no competition, and I'm basically going to be showing you everything you need to get this started. This is not something you're going to have to import from China, so there's no confusing customs documents or anything like that. You're not dealing with Chinese suppliers. You're dealing with real U.S. companies who are reliable and trustworthy. And basically what this hustle is making a Circle of Death card game. This game is going to be a super easy product to create. For those of you guys not familiar with Circle of Death, it's a drinking game. Those of you guys who went away to college or are partiers or whatever are probably familiar with it. I don't recall all the rules off the top of my head, but normally there's like a can of beer in the center. It's sort of like a Jenga type game where you draw a card. You know, I forget what the rules are. We'll look at the rules in a second, but it's like 2 guys drink, 3 girls drink, 4 is rhyme, 5 is rule. And each card has a different activity. The one is categories. So if I draw the card that's category, I might say types of cereal, and I'll start with Lucky Charms. Then the next person says Captain Crunch, and the next person says Frosted Flakes. And whoever can't, once you get the further you get around, the harder it is to think about different cereal brands or car brands or whatever else. And whoever fails to come up with one winds up having to take a sip of their drink. When you stack your cards, some people play like we can see here in the picture, where you put your cards under the tab, and the first person that popped the tab has to drink the beer. Other people play where you stack the cards around the top of the can, and whoever spills the stack has to drink. But if you're not familiar with Circle of Death, go watch a YouTube video or look up the rules. To my surprise, nobody actually is selling a Circle of Death game on eBay, on Amazon. I didn't look really, really hard, but even online, not a lot of people were selling Circle of Death games. There's 2 similar games on Amazon. I believe they call them King of Cards, which I found very odd because a lot of people, in my opinion, think of this game as being called Circle of Death, not King of Cards. So it kind of got me wondering, like, why is somebody not using the name Circle of Death? Because that's something I imagine people are searching for. The only thing that I can guess is somebody did have a trademark on a card game Circle of Death from, I don't know, back in the 2000 or 2004. However, I'll show you guys in a second. It looks like they let their trademark expire. So as far as I can tell, and I'd encourage you to do your own research, but as far as I can tell, this person let their trademark expire and can no longer protect this idea. So let's get into how this is done. It's going to be super easy. You're literally going to go hire a designer. You can go to Upwork, Elance, Craigslist. I would just head right over to Fiverr.com. You're going to have somebody create a design for you for the cards. If you want to do your own custom like cardboard sleeve or case for the cards, get the template from whoever you plan on having manufacture the cards for you. Give that template to your designer, and your designer can design the packaging for you as well. The next step, you're going to bring your template for the cards and the sleeve, and if you want to do like a custom foil that seals the cards, have a template for that too, but you're going to bring your templates over to whoever's making the cards for you. And the next step is sell, sell, sell. You're going to sell these cards, and the beauty of this product is it's something that I can see being very viral. Because of the low price point, it's a great thing to give to like a young person as a Christmas gift. And when I say young people, I'm talking about people of drinking age, obviously, but like college kids and stuff, not obviously little children. But it's something like, if I were over at a friend's house and they had this game, it's probably something I would buy for my house. So then when I had people over, we could play the game. It's a great kind of like white elephant gift or gift for an office Christmas party or something like that. And it's something I can really see going viral. In some ways, it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. Think about how crazy that was for a while. So the first step, hire the designer. I would go to Fiverr just because it's cheap. The game is already created for you. We all know Circle of Death. The beauty of it, in my opinion, is that it's kind of a public rights thing. Like, no, there's not one company out there that owns Circle of Death. Somebody did try to file a copyright on it or a trademark on it. Like I said, 10, 15 years ago, but from what I can tell, it looks like they expired. So the game's already created for you. You know the rules. Different people have different rules, and some people may say 9 cards are categories, and somebody else may say rhyme, but come up with whatever rules you want to go with. And I have 2 different ideas. One idea is that each one of the cards would be unique. So the king actually, each card that's a king actually says, I forget what king is, categories or whatever, but each king card would say categories, find your, pick a category to go around a table. a 9 would be waterfall, and it would show a waterfall. And so one idea would be to customize every card. The one headache is that with that is you're going to have to hire a designer to design 52 different cards. What I think the easier way to go about doing this would be every card is just a normal playing card with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, King, Queen, Ace, etc. But on the backs of the cards, every card would have the rules. Now, why this is such a cool idea, in my opinion, if you guys have ever played Circle of Death, you probably find that like every person you're playing with has played by some different set of rules. So somebody is like, oh no, we stick the cards under the pop tab, and somebody else is like, no, we stack the cards on top of the pop can. A lot of times when you're playing, like nobody knows what the rules. Every time a card gets drawn, somebody's like, what's 6 again? Is 6 waterfall? Is 6 categories? So this way, on the back of everybody's card, it has the rules of the game, so everybody's not having to constantly ask what different cards are. Also, because there's a set of rules, there's no like, oh, we normally play 4 as waterfall. No, we normally play 4 as categories. Like the rules are clearly laid out on the backs of the cards. So literally, just go to Fiverr, get a Fiverr designer to make the design for you. The next step is getting the cards made. And in a second here, when we finish this little slideshow, I'm going to take you guys over to some web pages and actually show you where you can get the cards designed, show you the prices, show you the existing products out there that are kind of similar, etc. But let's just get through this. So get the cards made, the production. There are a lot of different sites out there that you can get custom cards and games made for you. If you're looking for a smaller production run, things are going to cost a lot more. I mean, if you're looking to get like a single deck of cards made, it could cost you $10, $12, $15, $20. Once you get up to a few dozen, the price is going to go down. If you order a few hundred sets of cards, you might be able to get the price down to around $2, $3 a deck of cards. So you could sell this for say $9.99, which is a very good price point. You're still making like 5 times your money back. And it's definitely a price point where people will make an impulse buy. It can still be like a white elephant gift for an office, something like that. At a few hundred decks, prices will drop dramatically. However, the best pricing from what I found tends to start at around 2,500 decks. Prices will also vary depending on the thickness of the paper, like what stock of card do you want? Do you want thinner cards or heavier cards? Also, like how many colors are in your design, things like that. Lastly is sell, sell, sell. Again, like I kind of described, this type of product is a very viral type product. I can see this being really easy to market on like Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, all different social media platforms. It lends itself well to social media. It's very shareable. I think it's a great Christmas gift idea. Due to the price point, like I said, it's an impulse buy. It's definitely something to throw in a stocking or buy for. I think a lot of us have friends who we're not going to spend a ton of money on, but you want to get them a little something. I think like a $10 Circle of Death gift, Circle of Death card game would be like a great gift to give like people who you just buy something small for Christmas. It's also the type of thing where if you're at your friend's house and they have a deck of this card, I personally would be like, oh, I got to get one of these for my house when I have people over. We can play Circle of Death. It's something you'll want to pick up for your place so that. And because of that, it's going to be a great product for recurring buys. If one friend buys it, you're probably going to get a lot of other friends to buy it as well. And think of like Cards Against Humanity and how popular it was and how viral that went. And this is a similar type of product. So that's the end of the slideshow. I'm going to pause the video and we're going to take you over to a couple web pages where I can kind of show you this in action. Okay, guys, so we're on Amazon.com. If we type in Circle of Death cards, so there's 3 different people selling similar games. As you can see, this guy only has 1 review. This guy only has 6 reviews. Nothing else similar, so there's only 3 products out there. This guy has 163 reviews, which is a good amount of reviews, but still very easy to catch, and there's plenty of sales to be spread around among all these people. One thing that I thought was interesting is, look, nobody is calling this Circle of Death. This person calls it Loaded Kings, King Cup cards. They do say similar to King's Ring of Fire and Circle of Death, but that's not actually what their product's called. And somebody else has this game called Sociables, which is based on King of Cup, Circle of Death, and Ring of Fire. So let's take a look at their games. Each person selling at basically $10. This person's $9.99. If we go to Loaded Kings, if I'm not mistaken, let's see here. So they have like a rules card. F me. Okay, so see, they actually customized every card. So all their 3s are going to be F me. Not thirsty, it doesn't matter. You have drawn a 3. Yell out F me and take a drink. So this person, if they were to go hire a designer, had to get 52 different cards made because they need the design for the number 2 card, the design for the number 3 card, the design for the number 4 card. What I was suggesting is the cards would just be normal cards, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, etc. But the back of the card would have the rules on it. Now, when I say the rules, this is kind of hard to see, but basically here we have like an ace. Let me see if I can find a better example of this. Okay, king of cards. 2, you give a drink. 3, me take a drink. 4, whores, chicks drink. 5, slap the person, last person to slap the table drinks. 6 is dicks, dudes drink. 7 is thumb master. You are the thumb master. Place your thumb on the edge of the table at any time. Everyone must too. The last person to do so drinks. So basically, I would hire a designer on Fiverr to get kind of a fancy, nice-looking version of this made. This would be on the back of every one of the 52 cards. That way I only have to hire one designer. It's also going to be cheaper printing because they're going to be able to run every single card the same way as opposed to making 52 different designs. But I would basically have somebody design something a little bit more like cute, more like this looking, but with all the rules and stuff on it. And that's how I would go about creating this card game. But let's go back over to Amazon. Let's see, Loaded Kings, they have their little description and everything. Let's look at the next product. This is King Cup cards. And this one, looks like they got hot chicks and bikinis on the back. King deck. I'm really not that impressed with this one. Yeah, this one doesn't even really seem like, they don't have rules listed on any of these. I don't even see how this is like Circle of Death. Like, they don't have the rules listed. Like, this is really just a deck of cards with hot girls on it. Really nothing special about this. So this one I wouldn't even qualify as being the same type of product. And lastly, we have the Sociables party game. And when I talked about getting like customized card sleeves, this is what I meant here. You guys can see like the cardboard that the cards come in. That's what I'm referring to. Also, sometimes at the top here, I can't blow this up and zoom in, but at the top area where you would normally like put your thumb to open the cards, sometimes you can get a custom foil made. So if you wanted to have yours say like Circle of Death, you get a custom foil made to put on it. So as far as getting cards made, I just did a Google search for make custom playing cards, and Bicycle will actually make custom playing cards for you. I think this website is actually Bicycle's site, so it's makeplayingcards.com. So let's come over here. Add your design here. So basically, if I went to Fiverr and had like a little card made, or the back of the card made that had all the rules of Circle of Death, we would click here, custom back, custom face and back. So this would be if you wanted each card to be customized. Custom blank card. So this would be if you wanted to make your own card game that wasn't like traditional cards. We'll click that. Mini card series, custom front with transparent text. Bridge shade, jumbo. I think we just want the normal cards here. So if we get 1 to 5 decks made, it's going to cost us $8.80. 6 to 29, $7.45. So you can see, basically, even if we just do 100 cards, which in the grand scheme of things is a pretty small order, that's like what, $420. The price gets cut more than in half. So at 1 to 5, it's $8.80. If we get 100 decks made, it's only going to be $420. Once you get up to 1,000 decks, we're down to $210. And once you get up to 2,500 decks, it's only $135. So if you want to start small and do like 100 decks, you can still make money. If you were to get these made for $420 and sell them at $9.95, you're making more than 100% profit on your money. And then if you're actually able to make money and they're selling, on your next go around, order 2,500 or 5,000, you're really going to make a killing because you're going to have even better margins. You can pick the packaging. Do you want it shrink wrapped? Do you want a plain white box? That's going to cost you 10 cents extra. If you want a tuck box with a window, it's another 10 cents. And if you want a custom box made, it's going to be 20 cents. I think if we go down here, I think they offer some, okay, here we go. Material options, promotional card stock, packaging options, shrink wrapped, plain box, finishing. If you want a UV vote on your cards, you can do that. If you want to do it matte, you can do that. Full color print, high class. So if you want a gold stamp, I believe that would be what seals the deck. Those are going to be 40 cents. Delivery packaging. So you can see all different types of packaging options. Let's take a look at the video here. Okay, so these are literally mini cards. So you may want to do something a little bit bigger. Let's go back here. Mini cards, bridge size, jumbo deck, bridge index, playing cards, whiteboard. I don't know, I think these are real size cards here. Okay, so here 1 to 5 is 1320. If you get 100, it goes down to 630. So these ones are a little bit more expensive than the mini cards, but nonetheless, I mean, just shop around. Bicycle does it. Make custom playing cards. So Bicycle will customize cards. I don't think they list their prices. I think you actually have to contact a sales rep to get their pricing. Promotional cards. Order 100 decks and up. So I think you have to contact them and kind of get a quote on what you're looking to do. But Bicycle will do it. There's a million companies out there that'll make you custom playing cards. There was one other thing. Okay, one last thing I wanted to show you. I said I don't think anybody owns the rights to Circle of Death, which kind of surprised me. Circle of why nobody was calling their card Circle of Death. So if we go to Circle of Death, somebody on September 10th of 2004 had filed a trademark on Circle of Death, and the primary class was games and playthings. Gymnastic and sporting articles not included. Anyhow, I think we can look at their filing. Let's see here. Where is it? I think this will give us more details about their filing. Okay, so the guy who filed the trademark is Jeffrey J. Lindman. I think he's in Illinois. Oh, yeah, he's in my state. On Friday, September 10th of 2004, a U.S. federal trademark was filed for Circle of Death by Jeffrey Lindman of Antioch, Illinois. United States Patent Trade Office has given Circle of Death a trademark number of 784-81726. The current federal status of his trademark filing is continued use not filed within grace period, unrevivable. So this guy apparently, I'm not sure how. Okay, so I'm not sure how often you have to like what's the word I'm looking for? Like refile, maybe every year, maybe every 5 years, maybe every 10 years, whatever the time period is. I'm guessing every 5 or 10 years you probably have to refile to renew your trademark. As of well, actually this tells I think it's probably 8 for 12, 11, 10. Okay, so apparently like every 8 years from what it looks like, you need to refile to maintain your trademark status. So as of 10/12 of 2012, continued use was not filed. So this guy didn't want to pay to continue to hold this trademark. He didn't file it within the grace period, and it's unrevivable, which means he has no rights. If you were to come out with, for as far as I can tell, you may want to contact a lawyer or whatever, or a patent attorney. But as far as I can tell, because this guy didn't basically renew his trademark status filing, if you came out with a Circle of Death game and listed it on Amazon, he could not come after you and sue you because he no longer has rights to this. Status change. So yeah, as of 10/12 of 2012, it's unrevivable. We have the original registration date, public fresh proposition. Anyhow, this is a cool site. If you guys ever have an idea for something and are wondering if somebody else owns the rights to it, Trademarkia. I actually learned about this site from, what was it? It was Merchant Former. Actually, whenever you make a T-shirt on Merchant Former, they give you the option of checking for trademarks on Trademarkia. But it doesn't look like anybody owns the rights to Circle of Death. I also see that on Amazon, nobody is marketing this card game of Circle of Death. Everyone's calling it Sociables, King of Cards, Loaded Cups, Loaded Kings, all this other garbage. So I could really see you making money by creating your own Circle of Death game. So anyhow, guys, that's my idea for you. That's the business in a box I'm handing over to you guys today. I actually very, very seriously considered rolling out this idea myself. However, me and my partner, our main business is really picking up right now. I'm going to keep my focus on that. We got a couple other things going on the side. So I really just don't have the time to move forward with an idea like this. For any of you guys thinking like, oh, he just made a YouTube video talking about it, so now 100 people are going to rush out and create a Circle of Death playing cards game, I highly doubt it, guys. Most people don't take action. Most people don't do anything. If 2,000 people watch this video, I would wager to guess that not a single person is going to try to go out and make their own Circle of Death game. So don't let that hold you back. Don't be like, oh man, he told everybody on YouTube. Now everybody's going to rush out and do this, and this whole area is going to be saturated. I would be shocked if 3 of you guys ran out and actually created this game. So don't let that hold you back. Let me know what you guys think about this idea. One other thing I think I should probably mention, you probably want to have some kind of disclaimer. I think some of these guys have a disclaimer on their thing, like we don't encourage, maybe it's not this one. I think one of these guys has like, we don't encourage binge drinking. You don't have to drink to play this game, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Well, maybe I was wrong. I could have sworn somebody, maybe it's these guys. Oh, maybe not. You may want to have some kind of disclaimer. You don't want somebody like getting alcohol poisoning and suing you. I thought when I saw this before, somebody had like a disclaimer, like we do not encourage binge drinking. Please drink responsibly, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But let me know what you guys think about this idea. In my opinion, it's a fantastic idea. It is going to cost some money to get started, but it's something that's fairly low cost. You're not having to import it from China. I know a lot of you guys are looking for ways to create products or buy things here in the US and don't want to deal with all the customs nonsense or don't trust some of these Chinese suppliers. So I think this is a fantastic idea. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it on Reddit, Facebook, whatever else. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.